What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. This is all I know. What's up, Andrew? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yo! Oh, yeah. With the lights flashing and everything. What's up, F1? What's the flashing lights for? Brent Crude growing up? It's just for a vibe for the room. To give it a more official feel. Like, this is an actual banner behind me now. I don't know if you've seen that yet. What's up, Landon? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. What questions you guys got? Yo, what's up, Snow? An actual acorn. But yeah. Hey, thanks, Snow Squirrel. Welcome. Made it an official, a real style studio. Do you know how to fix a bike like a motorcycle? I do not. Yo, what's up, RKH? Life is good. I can't complain. I hope life is good for you as well. Welcome, welcome. But yes, I'm no longer in a digital banner. It's a real banner. And the lights react to my voice. But if I go silent, they change colors. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Just the very thought of it is something quite atrocious. Tone, I do not know how to fix a bike. And I do not. I could read it. Your name reminds me of Tone Loc. You're probably way too young to know who that is. And some of his funky cold Medina. Impressive. Do you know where that's from? Impressive. Yo, what's up, Luca? Life is good. So cold here. What are the temperatures? We're getting warm here. It's going to be 90 degrees today. Last week got away from me when it came to streams. I bought a new car. Well, a new car to me. It's about 20 years old. $15 indoors. Is the heat out? I do like the vehicle. It is a Toyota. I grabbed a Sequoia. I went with one of the most reliable vehicles of all time. I only have electric heater in one room, but now moving to the bathroom to be able to shower. Hoo-wee! Reliable car, not a flashy one. He's some kind of personal finance guru. Got a great deal on it too. Paid below the Carfax. Paid below the Blue Book. How long would it take to bake 6 million cookies at 3 hours per cookie? That's insane, by the way. I don't know. What's 180 times 6 million? $18 million hours? But then you could do 12 at a time? Depends on how many you cook at a time as well. Wait. Because you're probably doing more than one cookie at a time. That's an impossible question. We don't have enough details. Not enough details. Oh, I see what he did. I see what he did. I didn't see what he did until you said that. F1. Yo, what's up, MK83XD? Welcome. These are all factual. I'm afraid this chat is now getting us all on a list. Can't believe he got me so good. None of us knew that we were going to end up on a watch list today. But here we are. I'm already on a list if they know what's up. Oh, man. Oh, man. I swear, if someone gets my YouTube comments and stuff, I'm cooked in any court. Well, how free is it? How free is it, MK? I know we're not getting arrested for memes yet. One time I was in a stream with this Nigerian guy and he asked me if I'm sure I was not African since I sound pretty brutal with my jokes and stuff. Oh, man. All right, which way are they going to turn, MK? Give me some hope. Give me some hope, MK. Oh, I'm also excited to tell you guys, in USA, you have free speech. You don't get arrested for memes, but you get fired. Yeah, but that happens everywhere. You do not have free speech at your job. Also, freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences. The government just can't restrict your speech. I don't know. Because did you see that Congress, while they overwhelmingly voted to release the Epstein files, most of them voted no to releasing their slush fund to pay off SA victims. Maybe. I hope you're right, MK. I hope you're right. All right, but sorry. We filmed this past weekend our first educational videos. The first video is going to be a video about Bitcoin. We also did buying new versus used cars and buying gold. Gold and silver. Just a year ago. I need the rest of this. I need the rest of this. You can't do it, Devesh. You can't do it. I bought a 06 Pilot, so the feds can't remote in and drive me off a bridge. We're 100% on lists now, MK. 100%. Yeah, I mean, what do you do about it? Like, if Dems Republicans are all corrupted and you can't trust anyone, can't afford anything, like, geesh, what do you do, mate? It's a good question. It's a really good question. If people were smart, they'd start living in small communities. Advise me, how to grow a beard if I can't grow one. My brother, if I knew, I'd sell it for $1 billion. Look at this. I don't know if fasting will do it. Little known fact about me, I have fasted for 30 days and I fasted for 26 days. I've done 2 separate ones. Explains the beard. Yes, water fast. I'm not recommending anybody do it. That is not advice. But I did a 30-day water fast and a 26-day water fast. And I've done a bunch shorter than that. I've done a bunch of 7 days, 5 days, 3 days, 1 days. 1 day is kind of a joke to me now. No, I did not. I felt good. I felt better on the 30-day one than the 26-day one. On the 30-day one, I actually took electrolytes and stuff. Man, I'm down bad. Not going to lie. Not sure what I'm doing with life. Hey, Luca, you know what's neat? I know this is going to sound weird, but it doesn't matter, man. How to double the money I have in a year. Cut your expenses. Save the difference. Hope your investments pop. But Luca, I promise you, not knowing what to do with your life as a young man, it's not really that big of a deal, man. That's true. Jesus could help you. You gotta clinch hard and relax softly. Yeah, I'm going to ask you a direct question, Luca, because this changed my life. But how often do you actually read the Bible? What I'm going to tell you is not a lot, but it's a lot compared to most people. I read one chapter a day. It's 5 minutes. If you can pray around and read one chapter a day, I believe you'll have a lot more. I don't know if focus is the right word. Peace, clarity. No, not if you relax properly, Devesh. Not if you relax properly. Yeah. Reading the Bible for like no reason, just cuz, is a much different experience. That's true. If the diet leads to ferocious results, you might just be cooked. Yo, what's up, Uncle Charlie? Are you afraid of death and what happens to us when we die? I'm not. Now, I am a little bit. Death, I don't know how to word this. Death for me doesn't scare me. Death because of my wife and children being alone scares me. I would like to die when my kids are old enough to take care of my wife and take care of themselves. Devesh, these are wild questions, dog. You used to be much more disciplined than I am now. Luke, I feel that you go through different cycles, my man. Daily habits. What's funny is the most disciplined I've been is actually with Bible reading. I've been doing that since May. I've read at least a chapter a day since May. I'm scared to ask how you knew, Luca. I started reading it a couple of months ago and it changed everything about me. Yeah. It gives you perspective on things differently. It also makes you realize that human beings haven't really changed in thousands of years. Yeah, I should read more Bible. There's a lot of ways to improve, but I can't do it all at once. I hear you. Start with a small change. Society doesn't value the dreams or the parable these days. Yeah, it's probably true. We're getting close to 1,200 followers on YouTube, or subscribers. 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. What would be your advice on not getting fooled by a woman? Do you think I should first sort out finances and then date, or I mean, it's never bad to have your finances sorted out first. Um, but to not get fooled, take your time. Take your time. Try to be friends with them first. I had a funny dream last night, a difficult golf shot, and I kept thinking 5 or 7 iron. Finally go to hit it, and there's Jesus in the sky. Man, I don't know if I should be talking about this too. I like that dream. My dream, just to be open, I was so like the views on the channel aren't where I'd like them to be, especially for long form content. I cannot I cannot get into the finance world or the finance circle. I don't know how to do it. So like in my dream, I was asking God, what do you want me to do? What should I do now? And I'm not sure in the dream if I was talking about should I quit and just focus on streaming or other things or my local community, or what should I change? What should I add? But then, literally, right then, my daughter woke me up. So I didn't get to hear an answer or anything. May Odin be with you. So the meaning of the dream is that your daughter is ruining your life? Ha! Lots of love from the pagan community. You know, I don't even know a pagan's belief systems. Thank you for dropping by, Blake. Pagans just make stuff up as they go along. We're very loving and caring people. Not much to it, really. Well, there's been a bunch of people before Christians. Pagan is all of them. Slavic gods and Norse gods mostly, I think. Interesting. Pagan is a lifestyle. I'm going to go full freaking vegan. Well, better to go pagan than vegan. I'm not much for arguing or debating, but you've been very nice. I hope to see you again. Thanks, Blake. I'm not here for debating either. I do care about your soul, though. I just want you to know very clearly. I care about your soul. But I'm also not really wanting to debate. At least not about a bunch of stuff. Thanks, Blake. If you play nice, he'll give you financial advice. His beard is long, his wisdom never wrong. He's not afraid to die because he's financial advice guy. I like it. I like that, Luca. I like that a lot. But I will give financial advice to anybody, even if they're not nice. As weird as that may sound. Oh, excuse me. Bum 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 bum. But yeah, the that dream was a trip, man. I've never dreamed like that before. Because I really want to help millions of people, but then it don't rhyme. Very true. But I really want to help as many people as possible. But yeah, I just haven't reached the amount of people as I'd like to have. Welcome back, MK. Welcome back. It feels like it's my calling to help people, but I do have some other exciting news. I know I'm repeating this one thing, but we shot educational videos, which I'm excited about. Something else to see if we can crack the financial algorithm. You could also give overall advice, like how to get Mexican wife. That was all happenstance. Um, so we did that. How should I spend my tax return? It's going to be a few grand. All right, MK, do you have a budget, first of all? And then do you have an emergency fund? Those are the first two questions we need to ask. Yeah, I'll start there. But then we shot those educational videos. But then now I'm going to potentially work with incarcerated people and post incarceration. Move back home with my parents and spend like nothing. Okay. So that really helps. Eventually, if you were to put a time frame on how long you are going to live there or move out, however you want to look at it, what would you put as that time frame? I do not have an emergency fund. Okay. That would honestly be the first thing I would build up. An emergency fund. So I believe there are 5 steps to financial success: budget, emergency fund, goals, investing and saving, and navigate. The acronym is BEGIN. Hey, new subscriber to your channel. Let's go, Joji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subscription. So my buddy and I are my videographer. So Joji, I have no certifications in health. I'm happy to share my thoughts and opinions on that stuff, but I'm not licensed or anything on health. How to begin your financial success. I like it. So I worry about the clickbaitiness of that. But we are going to shoot it because, hey, Joji, shows a sub. Thank you. So I'm going to be working with the youth post incarceration and incarcerated people. And I'm like weirdly excited about it. Maybe if you don't begin doing this now, you will be broke by 2027 and hated by everyone and sad and alone. I like it. Prevent being sad and alone by beginning. Can I ask something related to debt? Absolutely, Joji. I don't really see a reason to move out. I kind of recoiled from a professional life into a spiritual one. If I was looking for a wife, I would want to, but the dating market is kind of buns where I'm at. Yeah, I can understand that. So I've actually gone kind of full circle here when it comes to moving out and all that. So when I was 17, before I graduated high school, my mom was like, "Hey, we need to talk." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" She's like, "You're gonna need to think about where you're gonna live when you graduate high school." I was like, "Okay." See myself being a monk in the woods sooner than working for a mortgage. All right. Hey, so I mean, it says in the Bible, not everybody is meant to get married. Wait, chance to be by a woman. Should one maximize the mega backdoor Roth 401k? Should they? There's a lot of things that go into that. It all depends on how much extra income you have and all that. Man, these kick spammers are all over the place, man. Hey, people in my kick chat, if you're actually there, say something to me other than that, and then I'll work with you. How about that? So, anyway, I think one of the worst things we do in Western culture is kick our kids out of our houses. When in reality, we should try and build wealth as families. It's not to say eventually we can't live apart, but what about when we accrue the proper capital to do it? MK, where are you in the world, by the way? I don't know that MK said he was from India. Denver? All right. Oh man, I just realized, Borch, that you're not Luca. Thought you were the same because of the color. But I would need more details, Borch. How much extra income do you have? Can you afford that? If there is enough dough to live comfortably after they maximize mega backdoor Roth strategy, is there a better option to invest in equally risky investment? Nothing. Okay. From an upside potential, I don't think there's anything better than a Roth. So if you're talking about explosive growth, Roth is the best way to do it. Um, but with that being said, there's other points that it doesn't make sense because if you're making that much money, you're paying a lot of tax in the current year to make that contribution. Just the icons, the B and the L. Makes me wonder how often I do that with other people. My eyes just assumed it was you and I read the question. But does that make sense, Borsch? Because once you get to a certain tax bracket, it actually stops making sense to do Roth because of the amount of tax contribution I'm sorry, the amount of tax you paid. Pre-tax would be potentially better. But and the other thing is I mean, you can always get contributions and stuff, but you can't really access the growth in the account until 59 and a half, so it's restrictive. Luca, killing me, bro. What about maxing out traditional 401k? Then on top of that, maximize after-tax contributions, and then you roll them into Roth 401k. Yes, we're talking only retirement strategy here. I mean, what about maxing out traditional 401k? Then on top of that, maximize after-tax contributions. Yeah, I mean, didn't you just describe the mega backdoor Roth? Maximize after-tax contributions and immediately roll them into a Roth 401k. Do you mean a Roth IRA? Because if you're making after-tax contributions into your 401k, that's a Roth 401k. And then you could roll it out. I am 30. I used to gamble a lot when I was in Europe. Now I quit my job there and came to my home country, so I will be free from this gambling addiction. I need to start a new life. What's your opinion? Get rid of all technology, Joji. Get rid of any technology that will potentially make your addiction possible. Keep your life occupied and busy with other things. Did my question send, or how would you go about finding your own community if you basically had zero friends apart from like family? I mean, we're in a new world. You could join an online community. Otherwise, I forgot, they're not online friends group, but online social groups. Ah, I like that, Borchels. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the other thing I was going to say, Luca. If you like doing things, I like the idea of golf, but if you like certain activities, go do those activities and make friends with the people doing them. Bro, I'm so broke, can't afford a golf ball, let alone do it regularly. Yeah, I don't really golf much. Basketball, then, that's a good one. The issue with this was that I only find friends who like that activity but are otherwise different people. That's how it always is, man. It's really hard to find. It's really hard to find people who just share all of your interests with you. Like I used to kickbox, and it's nice, but I got not much in common with these people apart from working out. Okay, I mean that's true. That sort of physical combat stuff can tend to have a certain persona. So I get that. But there's other stuff, basketball. But see, like what I would say is that's not like what you like to do. Or like I like playing computer games. I like I don't know. I guess that's tough because you'd have to go to an internet cafe. It's very true. Very true. It's really weird getting older and realizing people you've known for years and years are flybys. Bro, I'm going to stop going live on Kick. Okay, but how do I find people who want to get rich together? Oh. I only got like 3 friends and I enjoy it way more than when I was going out and had a... Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way, MK. I have a very small friend group now. Like true friends. Friends I would drop anything for and they would drop anything for. You're probably going to do it alone, Luca. I have friends that I consider brothers and we do nothing in business together. Yeah. Honestly, social groups. I forgot what they're called. I can't think about them, but they're essentially like dating for friends. Maybe you're game for a sales gig. Yeah, I'm done dating, but I'm going to be dating for friends. Yeah, for sure, man. Now, to be fair, I haven't made a new friend in a while. Like, even people I used to work with that you think you're building friendships with, sometimes when you leave, you realize, oh, nope, we were just work friends. What time is it in India right now? Did they just move even an hour further ahead? But yeah, man, just go out and live your life. I know it's tough. I haven't made a new friend, like a real new friend, in a while. Should anyone in assets less than 1 million mess with investing in individual stocks? I don't know that anybody should invest in individual stocks. But if your risk tolerance aligns with it, you can. You know, it's you're just taking a bigger gamble on a single stock than on a basket of stocks. And for some people, it's worth that gamble. But I think a lot of people don't understand the gamble. Because just because you made money doesn't mean you like beat the market and stuff. Honestly, Borshells, it's when you go through a market downturn and recovery, like a lot because the markets are up so often, right? They're up like 70% of the time. Because of that, people think they're aggressive because they love being in stock when it's doing well, and then sorry, I had to stretch. And then when something like last April happens, they're like, they panic and sell out at the bottom. All right, well, you sort of figured out your risk tolerance. How much? When did you start freaking out? And then once they kind of figure out that line, but honestly, it's refined over years. I believe I will be 100% stock forever. But who knows? Who knows? I might have a day where I wake up and I'm like, yo, what happened here? I can't stomach this anymore. Like, do you know your risk tolerance, Borchels? Are T-bills better than T-notes if you want to use it as collateral for a mortgage line of credit or personal line of credit? I actually don't know. I think they mostly care about your asset levels or your income levels. But I honestly don't know a direct answer to that question. My risk tolerance is very low. I start freaking out when I see 1 point down on stocks. Oof. Yeah, that's very low. Man, I need to change. Can't go on like this. I'll set new goals, pray, fast, and journal, and just start making progress. You know what? You're motivating me. If I want change to happen in with Free Advice Guy, maybe I'll fast tomorrow. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But I want some stuff to change with Free Advice Guy. I want to help out more people, and I got to figure out how to do that. So I'll definitely start praying more. Thanks, MK. I appreciate it. God bless you too. I wish you luck, Luca. We got the best community, don't we? The issue is always try to look for easiest way to achieve success. Thinking success itself is hard. Yeah. I mean, if I don't know that this will help you because I haven't even reached my level of success, but I've been working hard for like a year and a half on Free Advice Guy, and you could literally view the success that I've had so far on Free Advice Guy everywhere. Success isn't a thing to chase. The means is more than the ends. Yeah, I love it. MK, thank you so much for what you bring to the table, man. One time, we got your back here in the Free Advice Guy chat. Yes, we do. One time, my crush, she's a British girl, and one time she told me she prayed for me too, because last fall I wasn't doing the best. Yes. Wait, what ellipses? What ellipses, MK? What baited you? The can you invest better? I do like the offering to pray for you, for sure. All right, give me one sec here. But we do be a wholesome community. But then we have some trolls in here. Luca could sometimes troll. Yeah, those happen quite often. It's and it happens on every platform. Every platform. Don't drink. Hey, I one of the biggest blessings in my life. I barely knew my father. I barely knew him. I saw him 4 times in my whole life, and well, that I remember. My mom says he came to like t-ball games and stuff when I was a kid, but I don't remember that. My mom passed away, by the way, but um, he died when I was 16. He was an alcoholic, the type to drink a 12 pack every day when he got home, minimum 6 pack, drink a 12 pack, and I did not get that affliction and that addiction, and I am very, very grateful for that. Very grateful for that. But drinking brings nothing good. That's actually not true. Under the right circumstances, my wife and I have had some pretty epic days, family and all that sort of stuff. But for the most part, drinking does no good. I was 3 months sober, but I don't have many issues with drinking. Usually drink like one glass of whiskey and that's it, really. All right. But if it's making you sad, man, avoid it. Don't let it make you sad. There's no point in drinking alcohol or coffee. No additional benefits, only side effects. It's short term, baby. I thankfully don't have, I don't drink either. I don't drink coffee, I mean. Doesn't really do anything for me. I'm a stimulant fiend at times, but now that I'm a Bible thumper, I can properly fast nicotine. I have friends. It was kind of wild. I didn't know that he was doing it, but he was, is it a Zyn? He had a Zyn in all the time at work, and he had his cup. I thought he was drinking, but he never went more than this. But he was spitting. Hey, sounds good, Luca. Thanks for dropping by, brother. Been addicted since I was a teenager. I never thought I would be able to quit it. What helped you quit, MK? Jesus? With your hormones, so you live like 2 minutes in 1 minute. That is a side effect that many loves. Interesting. Thanks, Luca. Jesus is the way, man. Jesus is the way. Nicotine is not addictive, but other additives as cigarettes are, unfortunately. I think nicotine is addictive, no? Borchels, where are you at in the world? MK's in Colorado. Just take away a teenager's vape and you will learn quick. Yeah. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but in East Europe right now. Hey, all right. Are you happy to be where you are? Interesting. Yeah, what other chemicals are in it that make it addictive? Grapefruit over here. My wife loves it. She's Rosie from the USA. Southern girl. Whoa, all right. Did you meet her in East Germany? Or East Europe, sorry? Let's start with sugars and flavorings, then ammonia compounds. Interesting. No, I met and get married in California. They brought her out here. Now she does not want to leave. Food, I like it. Mr. Worldwide. That's right. Borchel's Mr. Worldwide. Bum, bum. Thank you for the stream. I'll be back for sure. I'm going to go read my Bible. God bless MK. God bless you too, brother. You can overload once a day on alcohol. It's called alcohol poisoning. But you can overload on sugar multiple times a day. That's true danger health wise. Very interesting. Hey, all right. Tell me more about your profession. What do you get into? I'm a holistic health practitioner, but my work consists of rehab from unhealthy life, from nutrition, physical activity to spirituality. I love that, man. How do you get clients? Have you ever thought about like making a YouTube channel with it? Interesting. I just love free advice guy. I've heard that I should charge people for what I do because generally someone with my credentials charges 1,000 to 3,000 an hour or a percentage of your assets. I don't want to do that. I just want to help people. I know that is a hard thing to pass, but I truly am free. I have no classes or products to sell people. Everything I do is for free. The only thing people can do is donate if they want to. Word of mouth back when I lived in California, but now I'm online and with a physical location in East Europe. I love it. So Porcell's, I love the name. I'll be honest, I love it. But I think there is something to what MK is saying because we haven't gotten the growth that we want. No video pops on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. None. The video I released on Friday has, I think, 8 views right now. The video before that has like 15 views. The video before that has like 16 views. I just don't get it, man. And I know people tell me to charge for my services. I'm like, nope, won't do it. But something's got to be up. Maybe it's not the name, but something's got to be up. I think the name is bombs because you're not controversial. YouTube loves different content. I have heard that. I'm not controversial. I'm too chill. But I've heard I should be controversial. I just can't do it, man. It's not into me. Like the most common thing I get is that I should do reaction videos to Dave Ramsey, Caleb Hammer, and stuff like that. And I don't want to critique other people to help. You know what I mean? They changed their name. 3 lawyers, bomb content. They have great lives and education is awesome for free, but they are very small in YouTube terms. No growth for a few years. Interesting. Interesting. It's interesting. IRS medic. So yeah, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do at this point. Just keep going. Yeah, that's true. But see, like me and my buddy, we thought here. We have delisted most of our videos. So here. This is how we used to do videos. It's like a 12-minute video, so maybe don't watch it, but we tried to do entertainment. I don't know, man. You start to wonder if what you're doing is no good. Nobody wants to watch you have a conversation with random people. Facing the same problems. I'm just lucky now that people come here for health tourism, and I'm connected to different dentists and other health practitioners. I like it. You should find angle where you'll have other influencers bring interest to your channel, so you stay with quality work. I don't know how to do it, man. I don't know how to do any of that, Borchells. Am I blocked? You are not. Do you have any educational content that you could package for sale? See, that's the whole thing, man. I don't want to sell anything. I just want to do it for free. Sit back here. I just want to do everything for free. Borchels. Everything. I don't want to charge anyone for anything. So I'm honestly thinking about becoming a nonprofit. That's really what I'm thinking about doing. Because I'm essentially a non-profit business working in the for-profit areas. You don't have to sell it. So that is coming. We are switching our content. So this Friday we have a video. Next Friday we have a video. And then the Friday after that we begin an educational series. What do you think credit markets would do, and how would they react in a situation in which the government declares insolvency? Will people just stop paying bills? How would the government prevent this? Hey, thanks, Borchels. We're trying something different, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Analyst, that's a super deep question. Everything would be an assumption, but I do imagine if the government essentially said, we're not paying the debt, citizens would take that as a, well, I'm not paying the debt either. And boy, the fallout. Oof, the fallout. You better hope your country is still manufacturing in that case, because if you are just a service economy in a situation like that, things would be rough. It's a really deep question, though. I don't have the best answer for that. But yeah, Borchels, we're trying something new. We're trying something different, and we're hoping it works. They say 8 trillion more, and we are basically insolvent. It's coming. Yeah, I've heard similar things. I think as long as the mask is on and people don't actually truly realize how cooked things are, we'll be okay. But How do we get that? Wish you good luck. I admire what you're about. Not many people out there ready to do the same. Appreciate it, Borchels. I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming through today as well. How about this thought? The government strips all billionaires of 90% of the wealth they have and pays off all the debt. No. If you took all the wealth from every billionaire in America, it wouldn't touch the debt. If you actually, like, let's see, right? Because Elon Musk is worth what, 1 trillion, and he's the richest man in the world. How many billionaires in the U.S.? The collective wealth of these U.S. billionaires totaled 8.1 trillion. So, as of early 2026, in the United States, there are 935 billionaires, according to an analysis of Forbes data at the end of 2025. This marks a significant increase from 813 in 2024. The collective wealth of these U.S. billionaires totaled $8.1 trillion. Yeah, but that's not gonna do anything. And that's only if you're only taking 90% of it, you're actually only getting 7 out of that. Wow, 1/3 of the world's billionaires live in America. California, New York, Texas, Florida. About 70% of U.S. billionaires are self-made, primarily in tech, finance, and media. Wow. Still, just taxing billionaires doesn't actually really solve anything. That's my big thing. We've created like a enemy is probably too strong of a word, right? But sort of an enemy. And they wouldn't actually have that big of an effect. Whoa, what's up, Scraff? Welcome to the Kick. I think you're my first real chat on Kick all day. Everything's popping on YouTube. Yeah, it's just taxing the rich doesn't really do much. What do you think about tax savings, generic advices that are panhandled on social media, packaged as one-time solutions for individuals to pay zero? I think most of them are probably scams to avoid. Dude, so many bots. So since last night, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 bots. 4 bot messages. Today, I had 3 bot messages in 29 minutes. And then you, Scraff. So welcome. Welcome. Hey, thanks for the follow. So are you mostly a Kick person? I do gaming at night, just so you know, Scraff. If you come in here later, you'll see the same banner. But yeah, most of those Borchels are scams. Something's not right. They're going to get people in a lot of trouble. Now, I'm sure there are programs. But how much? Hey, Twitch mostly. All right. I'll be on, assuming I don't fall asleep, I will be on Twitch tonight gaming. Can you imagine what some millionaire cruising around in a Duesenberg in the 40s would think if modern billionaires showed him modern lifestyle of a billionaire? I mean, billionaires were having fun back then. Make no mistake about it. The rich were having fun back then as well. They did things that regular plebs were not doing. Also, I have the same headset. Kingston is great. I don't think this is the... Is this the Kingston? It's the HyperX something. I play Rivals and Valorant, depending on what my friends are doing. I play Rivals if I'm solo queuing, also with my friends. But if my friends want to, I'll play Valorant with them. Uncle Charlie, if someone gave you $1 million tomorrow, how would you spend it and invest it? Honestly, I would buy a plot of land. That's probably it. Buy a plot of land, put a house on it, go somewhere. Go somewhere with that. I know it doesn't sound exciting, but... Oh, Kingston makes HyperX. All right. Yeah, this is the one with like 200 hours of headset. It's got 50%. I haven't charged it in, I think, 2 weeks. Agriculture, woods, or commercial land? Agriculture, Borchels. My wife and I have talked about farming. I mean, if I was a billionaire, just give me like chicks with, and get me a military grade helicopter and just land somewhere in Vegas and step out like a boss surrounded by them. Interesting. All right. It's the fancy wireless one? Yes. It used to have a mic on it. I forgot where. I think down there. But I use... I can't get it on the camera here. I use the HyperX Quadcast S as my microphone. And I don't think so, analyst. I feel like you would use your billions to do stuff for people. Because that's kind of the how your messages come through. But hey, Scraff, I don't know that you know much about me, but I'm a CFP professional financial advisor. I'm just here to help people get better with their money. I have no products or classes to sell. So if you got questions, I may have answers. South Dakota, Montana, Texas, West Virginia, South Carolina, or something better. So I've lived in Texas for 2 years, or I did live in Texas for 2 years, so that would be a possibility. I am not necessarily a fan of South Dakota and Montana because of the extreme weather in the winters. West Virginia, we have talked about South Carolina. I probably don't know enough about West Virginia to make a call on that. But yeah, how'd you find me, Scraff? People come in for gaming streams, but generally not for the just chatting streams on Kick. But we love the idea of having a farm, homestead farm. So cattle, for sure, for meat and milk, and then honestly, some crops, but not many. Berries, maybe potatoes. But yeah, it's tough. And yes, goats for sure. I don't know about sheep, maybe pigs, but goats for some of their milk. Pigs would also be cool. Pasture pigs. We're probably going to call this a day here in a couple of minutes, guys. I'm trying the same thing here in East Europe. Definitely a long process. Also a lifestyle change for sure. Yes, sir, Scraff. Yeah, no products, no classes. I just want to help people. I was raised by a single mom, and she was terrible with money, but she had nobody to help her. So I'm here to help. Krishna, I saw your comments, brother. I was about to call it a day. Since you're here, we're going at least 8 more minutes, or until you leave. One of the two. Hang on one second. All right. But yeah, Scrap, if you care, I got YouTube videos. I stream on Twitch. I do gaming at night. We talk during the day. What do you think about the war? Does it make any difference to gold prices? Ooh. So it could potentially go up out of fear. So let's see if it's actually moved. I believe it was up when I looked on Saturday. It went up like 10% or 9% last week. Where is... This is weird. They changed their layout on Yahoo Finance. Gold is down 1% today. For 5 days, though, it's up almost 2%. 1 month, it's up almost 3. 6 months, 42. So I don't know. What time at night? It's like 11:23 here. Ooh, yeah, it'll be about, I would assume, in about 4.5 hours, Scraff. What games do you like, Scraff? But yeah, I don't know. Gold is generally a fear index type thing. Months ago, when silver was 100, I was in Georgia, U.S., and called 2 places to sell my silver, and they told me that they are not in business of buying silver. They will happily sell me some. Yeah. Metal traders, I mean, there are some places that will definitely buy. Here in Europe, all right, Scraff. It's kind of cool seeing the kick icon on the screen, can't lie. What, you think is a European bot? You could take a guess. I'm going to say Germany. Wait, why is he a bot, Borchells? He's actually talking. Is there a chance gold prices could drop? War can weaken the dollar and push gold prices up. But since the U.S. has the largest gold reserves, if it releases a lot of gold into the market, prices might fall. I don't know that they would. All of that is possibly true, Krishna. I just don't think the U.S. would get rid of gold reserves. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right, so not Germany, but you're in Europe. The UK, closer to Austria. All right, let's see here. Is it obscure? What is this? I just want to explore Earth. What is this? Slovenia or Chechnya? Oh. Hungary? I actually don't know the answer to that. They might do it because their priority is protecting the dollar rather than gold. That's why I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely, those things are possible. Those things are possible. All right, guys, I hate to do this. I like the conversation, but my social battery is feeling pretty drained. I've been at this for 2 hours. I was on TikTok for a couple hours earlier today. If you know where the OG actor of Dracula was from, you'll know. 1931 film. I do not. And I will possibly be on Twitch, close to Slovenia. So, it's Croatia. I got no clue. Well, we're not Mongolians. Romania. Wait,